Okay, now question 4. And question 4 is also straightforward, so it's really hard to write a wrong answer. I gave you like all the guides very in detail. What I want to show you here is to think about the exogeneity assumption. Exogeneity assumption is usually written in this way as a vector, and this vector is actually 2 by 1, including constant and x, right? X may be of larger vector, but if you assume scalar, does not matter. So what the point here is, this is the first exogeneity assumption, but I wanted to show you that this is not important. So this assumption and the exogeneity of x is at a totally different levels. Uh, because even if you do not make this assumption, still you can identify beta 0 and you can identify the conditional expectation. So that's the story. So to identify them, you do not need this assumption. However, this assumption is so important. So without this assumption, you cannot identify alpha at all. So this exogeneity assumption is essential, but this exogeneity assumption is not. So that's it. That's the main story, and I illustrate the rationale here. And let's see what you wrote down here. So just overall, my comment is more on notation. Here, for example, when you demean W has a constant. So there is no demean value for W because constant will go away, will disappear if you demean W. So that's the notational problem. And this is good. Basically, get more familiar with your with the determinant, especially in this simple example. And here, so you have to prove its invariability. And so this is also wrong. There is no no sample size in this argument. And here, most of them are good. So again, here, it's maybe meant to say it's invariable, but non-zero is different from invariability. And also same thing. So invariable is different from non-zero. Otherwise, most of you have done well, but I want you to understand the key idea. So I said this is not an essential assumption. So we call this just normalization. It doesn't matter the expected value of epsilon is 1 or 100 or like -1. Whatever number it is, does not matter. But for simplicity, we are going to have it 0. Right? That's how we are going to interpret, how you can understand this assumption. Excuse me. Okay, also we have done well. So this is it. I will stop here.